I want to talk about a really common cause of fatigue that gets overlooked, and that's low iron. I know it seems like everybody knows about iron deficiency anemia, but I see it a lot, and I see a lot of subclinical levels of low iron. One way that you can tell if you have low iron, I know this seems kind of crazy, is you can actually like pull your eyelid down, and I'm looking at mine, it's a little bit light pink. You want it to be bright pink. I do have a tendency toward low iron. That's what made me think about it. And you're going to feel, especially if you cycle regularly every month, you're going to lose iron pretty regularly. One of the best sources of iron is actually iron bisglycinate. And also making sure that you take like freeze-dried organ meat, like liver, is really helpful. It needs to be grass-fed, grass-finished. We use Ancient Nutrition. It's a brand we like. And that's really important. But making sure if you feel physically tired, like physically your body feels weak, like normally you can work out fine and then suddenly you're like, I just can't. Your iron could be low. Your B vitamins also might be very low. B vitamins get very low when we have chronic stress, which seems to be the world that we live in. As well as if you have an inflammatory response going on in your microbiome, again, microbiome is the foundation. I'm going to talk about it a lot. It's going to be pervasive through a lot of these conversations. So if you have gut issues, your microbiome is off. That's what happens. So then you can also not absorb iron very well because it needs to have those it's actually a receptor binding, pull it into the iron into the cell. So if those aren't working, then you can actually have low iron as well. So iron is a very common cause of fatigue and it needs to be looked at. The other one is B12. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so if you are physically tired, especially in your muscles, look at iron. Have your blood labs run so that you know if you have a low level.